Hello, it's Stormcloud. Doing another hero to... Wait, nope. I've done it again. Zero to hero. Doing another zero to hero. Ah, boy. I like that one. Not. Now, what I want to work on today is actually how you can fly sideways, but it's actually going to help you with something else. So, for zero to hero, I was kind of leaving it because I was trying to decide which way I wanted to go with this series. And I've decided I want to work on wall aerials with this as well. So that means this is going to take a bit longer for me to do all of it. But I will get through as much of it as I can and just detail as much as I can. Now, I want you to get used to driving sideways. This was the hardest thing for me at first. Just learning how to drive sideways. We're going to do it from both directions. Just going sideways, so main goal is just go sideways and just get it anywhere like above these goals. Start getting more precise as you get better at it, so maybe you'll start aiming for the white bits. If I do that now. Sorry, I just did exercise and now it seems I'm losing my breath. But yeah, just aim for the white bits here. And then you hit the white bits, you're good. The end result of this is you can do stuff like going out like that, and then practicing coming back in so you can land on the inside of that wall. It's different things. Just practice your moving for this one, and also just practice hitting it up the wall as hard as you can. Just try and get it up as high as you can, ideally as far away from the wall as you can as well. Just practice that. You don't need to practice the actual wall hit part yet, but just practice that part and it will definitely help you start off with. So we'll just practice getting it up the wall, get it as high as you can. Try and get it a bit further away from the wall if we can. So to do that, basically either hit it at an angle or just get it in the right spot at the bottom of the wall so it flicks out. That's the big one. And then that'll be good for practicing wall aerials basically. So those are those things. We'll get to wall aerials in the next episode. And then go do pro for this one. So for pro aerials, you really want to practice how you can move about. So really try and fly from the start position. And then as you get better at it, work on how quickly you can do that too. So the quicker you can arc your car about is when it's going to really differentiate how good your aerials can be, because it's how quickly you can get to the ball. So if it's an easy one, maybe try different things like doing a flip and then controlling it, because this will push your aerial mechanics a bit more. And a lot of people can't flip and then keep aerialing, so it is something that is really good if you can do it, and this is probably a good place to do it. So on these really easy ones, you can just practice doing flips in it. And look, I'm not even doing really anything fancy. I'm not using my air roll at all, because this is how I learned aerials. I didn't actually use my air roll at all for a very long time. And it's possible to do that, and it's the easiest way. So that's kind of, I'm trying to show how to do it that way first, because it's easier than using air rolls. So it's kind of like, it's better if you get the full control of your car and then you start using air rolls. Because if you don't have the full control first and then you start using air rolls, you're kind of everywhere. Whereas if you at least have the basic control first, it's going to make all your air rolls easier to control because you already know how to control it normally. So if you're struggling to control it normally and then you add an air roll to it, it's just going to confuse you even more. Ugh. So for these, just work on doing double jumps and just hitting it in the goals. That's all you really need to practice at the moment. Just do the best you can. They're gonna seem difficult at first, but trust me, you'll get used to them. Try and not use air roll, that's the big one. Really try and not use your air roll and just try hit it where you can. I mean, I'm not the best at this, obviously. I still miss, but practice hitting it in the goals afterwards. If you don't get the goal, I recommend just keep doing it. Just replay it until you do it, because it causes good habits to happen. I mean, there is the option if you do it where if you miss, you just start again. But that's a lot harder, whereas this one's just kind of you miss, you do it again until you get it sort of thing. So you can keep practicing the same area if you really want to. But don't be afraid to keep practicing the same thing, because if you get really good at like one type of aerial, like say I do that, and then I try to do that again. Oh lord, this is gonna be hard now. If I try to do that again, it's a little tap. Then if you get consistent at it, it's gonna be better than if you can only do it once in a blue moon. It's better if you can do it, you know, 3 times out of 5 than 1 time out of 5, because this is going to happen more in game if you can do it more times overall, because you want to be completely in control of it. So try to aim to hit with your nose. You can hit with other parts of your car though, but that tends to come more into play when you're using air roll. When you're not using air roll so much, you generally just want to try and hit with your nose, or your sides can be a good spot to hit with. You can kind of hit it with your... Well, I find it hard. Sometimes like I'll just do it as I'm aerialing without really thinking about it. It's kind of hard to do while thinking about it seems, but I'll try to hit it with my side for this one. There, yeah. You can hit it with your side to get decent hits into the goals, but it is a lot easier to hit with your nose. It gives you that consistent sort of starting point. So for now, I'd say just work on hitting with your nose in pro training, and also work on that aerial movement on off the walls and just hitting the ball up the wall, and we can put it hopefully together soon. Anyway, guys, that was this episode. Hopefully that helps, and I'll catch you next time.